Hey,
Now let's go find us some ginger. Where's my horse? Pebbles! Oh. It's getting dark. Maybe I should wait. But I can't sleep in their beds. That's whatever. I haven't gone out at night yet. Is there anyone living here? Maybe I should sleep in here. Oh. What the? Ginger?
Jesus,
Hell, Ginger.
you've led me a merry dance.
What do you want from me?
I want to ask you a couple of questions. Why did you run off like that? Where are your cronies? And why did you kill that bandit?
What?
Right, one thing at a time. Why did you run off in such a hurry?
Because I was afraid they'd come back and kill me.
Who?
Those bandits, of course.
To get revenge on you for killing their mate?
Killing? Me? I never killed anyone. God is my witness.
I'm looking for your friends. Where are they?
The charcoal burners? They're over at the...
To hell with the charcoal burners. Where are your bandit mates?
They're not my mates. They nearly killed me. I recognized one of them, so I thought they'd come back and...
Recognized? Who was it? Talk!
I don't know his name, only that he's from Ushitz and he has a limp.
What can you tell me about him? How do you know him?
I saw him a few times in the tavern in Ushitz, playing dice and boozing.
And?
I know he lives in a house on the edge of the village, but that's all I know. I never talked to him.
Why did you kill that bandit?
What? Bandit? I never killed anyone.
This is yours, isn't it? I pulled it from the belly of a dead bandit near the stud farm.
That is mine, but I didn't stab him. That fellow took it from me.
What fellow?
I don't know his name, but he's from Ushitz and he has a limp.
He limps and he's from Ushitz. That's not much to go on, but I suppose it'll have to do.
It's all I know. I never talked to him.
And now tell me exactly what happened. And don't leave anything out.
That's quite a long story.
Don't worry, I won't get bored.
All right. I woke up in the middle of the night because I needed to go for a piss. So I went out into the dark, same as usual, only there was something there that shouldn't have been. At first I thought it was just a trick of the light, but it wasn't. Then it was too late. They went past and I thought they must be horse thieves. I would have yelled, only I was afraid they'd kill me. So I waited until they were out of sight and I started to sneak away, but then...
Then the slaughtering started.
Yes. I thought they'd steal the horses and ride off. That would be bad enough, but then all the killing started and flames everywhere. It was terrible, like hell itself.
And then?
It seemed some of them didn't like it either. They started squabbling among themselves, and some of them started running back where they came from, right towards me. And I had that thing in my hand, the hoof pick.
So you stabbed the first one in the belly?
No. He ran right into me. He was running fast for a fellow with a limp. He pushed me aside and I fell on the ground. Then he told me I'd better lie low if I valued my life. And he ran off with the others. I did what he said and hid. Then the rest of the gang ran past.
And then?
Then I waited in case that limping one from Ujits came back. I didn't dare come out until I was sure. I think it was almost light.
What about the others? Was there anything you noticed about them?
I don't know. There might have been maybe 8 of them, and 2 of them were really big. That's all I can remember.
Do you know what they argued about?
I didn't hear everything, but I reckon some of them were only there to steal and wanted no part in the killing.
That sounds terrible. I know exactly how you feel.
If only I yelled. Maybe they...
If you had, you'd most likely be dead. It probably wouldn't have done any good anyway.
But still...
There was nothing you could do.
Alright, peace.
That's all. I've heard everything I need to hear, so I'll leave you be.
Wait! What about me? Won't you help me out?
Perhaps I could. What would you like?
I'd like to go back to the stud farm, but those cutthroats who want to kill me are still around. Will you help me?
I suppose I could. Do you know where I can find them?
I don't, but they must be lurking about somewhere.
Well, I'll have a look. But if I find them, then...
I understand.
Let me have a little nap. Oh wait, to my horse. Is there a bed in here? Hopefully he's not dead by the time I wake up. Why is this going so slow? Alright, it's time for me to find those bandits. They here? Oh, they're here somewhere. So it's B. Okay, so I'll ride around and kill these bandits first. On my horse. Where you at? Oh man. Ooh, these must be the bandits. They're wearing black. What is going on? Shot him in the face. Go, boys. Oh, what the?
All right, now you're dead.
Come here, liver.
Oh dear, that hurt?
If I can kill one, probably get the other. Okay, I got one. I swear I pressed it.
I'm over here.
But you know. Holy, that was close. Some hunter's gloves. Don't need that. They carry the colors of the Lord. Town.
I bear good tidings.
Already?
They're out of the way. I ran into them on my travels.
Really? That's great, but
What?
I'm afraid to go back to the farm. I ran away, and God knows what they'll think about it all. I don't know if they'll even want to talk to me.
I could go and ask them if it's important to you.
Would you? You'll definitely have their respect, the way you took care of those cutthroats.
Oh my gosh, I have to go back there and then come back again. Can I at least fast travel back to the... Oh no. Good. Uh-oh.
There's plenty of coin in it.
And what? I'm scared, I'm almost
And
dead.
it's safe as houses.
Okay, what?
What is it?
You look like a well-traveled man. And as it happens, I'm looking for someone just like you.
All right. Tell me what it's about.
Let me put it this way. I know how to come by some serious wealth. Treasure, so to speak. And I'm willing to share this information with you for a trifling sum.
Wait, I have to pay him?
I don't get it. Why don't you just get the treasure for yourself?
To tell you the truth, I can't make head or tail of it. It's a parchment with something scribbled on it, but I've no head for such things.
So for all you know, it's worthless.
No. It leads to treasure. That I can swear.
Sounds a little fishy to me. How do you know about it?
Well, I helped this merchant out, see? His wagon got stuck in the mud, and in return, he shared it with me.
He told you where he had money hidden. That sounds unlikely.
The thing is, at the time, he wasn't quite alive, see?
What?
I mean, I found the merchant dead in his wagon. So me and my cousin freed the wagon, And as I was helping him into the grave, we dug. Well, my hand accidentally slipped inside his coat and caught hold of this parchment with something scribbled on it.
Right. No beating about the bush. It's
Whatever.
a rather wild story. But worth a try.
Excellent. Here, take this. And I wish you good fortune in your search.
Damn, I just gave that guy 80 coins. Chill out. Almost dead.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
I found Ginger. He begged me to ask if he can return, man.
Why should I take him back? It might be his fault I had to bury my husband.
What?
Hey, Henry's coming to see us.
Why else would he flee but guilt? The men said they didn't see him in bed. He didn't have a clean conscience because he gave those murderers a signal.
That's not true. He fled because one of the attackers recognized him and Ginger was afraid he'd come back and kill him.
Those are just excuses. He wouldn't dare come back.
But they came back the very same day. If he hadn't run, they'd have killed him and everyone else.
Why would they do that?
Why not? They'd already murdered several people. Why not a few more?
And now I'm supposed to take him back? What if they come back for him and kill one of my daughters in the process?
The cutthroats who were after him have been taken care of. And the rest have no reason to return here.
And what about for revenge? I can't take him back.
I understand your concerns, but you just need to ask Sir Hanish to leave you a guard. Those bandits might be willing to take on a few stable boys, but not an armed soldier.
I'd definitely feel better if someone was here a few days to keep watch.
It can be arranged. I'm sure Sir Bernard won't object.
Good then. Let the lad come back again.
Oh my gosh, I have to go all the way back and talk. Sir Bernard.
I'm glad to see you.
Really?
I talked to Ginger and found out what happened.
Out with it then.
Ginger fled because he recognized one of the raiders. He was afraid they'd come back to silence him.
Well, he was right. They were asking about him. So who did he recognize?
He didn't know his name. Some fellow with a limp from Ujits.
All right, since you've gone this far, you may as well ask around at Ujius. We've enough to do here in these parts anyway. Sir Radzik will tell you about it. He said to send you to him if you haven't already been.
Can you teach me how to defend myself better in combat?
Certainly.
Well, I'll think it over.
Oh, it's here.
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
My lord, I managed to find a clue to the whereabouts of the bandits.
Excellent. Bernard already told me what's been happening, but I'd like to hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
The whole story or just the gist of it, sir?
It's up to you what you consider important.
One of the Neuhoff stable boys, a lad they called Ginger, fled from there and hid out with some charcoal burners. I have to say, there's a lot of them around. I never thought how many forges and ironworks they have to supply.
That's true, but keep to the point.
Oh, yes, sir. I had quite a job finding him. He was well hidden and with good reason. The bandits wanted to kill him because he recognised one of them.
Did he tell you what happened?
He said it wasn't one gang, but two. And one of them took fright when the slaughter started. Seems they were only interested in loot, so they quarrelled with the other lot. Then it came to a skirmish in the woods and one of them was killed. The rest of them scattered.
And did you find out where they went?
All I know is one of them is from Uzhitz. I know enough about him to be able to track him down.
All right, but those cutthroats must know who he is too, right? And if they want to get revenge on him or silence him, you'd better hope they don't get to him before you. So drop everything and get on his trail. Find out what he knows and then report back to me. I'm going to our encampment at Merhayed to oversee the security of the region.
Yes, sir. Why choose Merhayed?
It's somewhat at the centre of events, isn't it? And what's more, there's another stud farm there.
Sir, do you think they're going to try the same thing again?
I shouldn't think so. Everyone will be on the alert now, but the secluded dwellings are more vulnerable. There are few people in them. They're scattered everywhere and we can't guard them all.
But the bandits won't find much silver in places like that.
There's always a groschen or two, some food and so on. Anyway, how much silver did they get from slaughtering those horses?
True. If they'd stolen them, they could have sold them. Those were fine animals.
Exactly. It's not about the silver. It's about something else.
But what?
Creating fear. Such great terror that you won't even squeak when they come to cut your throat. Never mind raise your hand against them. Fear that will root you to the spot, staring like a rabbit entranced by a stoat, waiting for the death blow to fall. Helpless to do anything about it.
I have some news about the investigation, sir.
Good. Tell me.
I already told him that.
Actually, I haven't found out anything yet, sir.
Put a little effort into it, lad.
Shut
Talk
up.
to people and use your head. If you get the feeling they're hiding something, press them or trick them. You have to solve this. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I have to inform. Wait. Do I have to tell that guy that he's good to come back? Okay, I think I'm just gonna. Oh, did the game just save? I hope the game just saved. What time is it right now? Nope.
How are you, Henry?
Shut up. Okay, I guess I'm gonna go back. Try to. I'll do this. Go see Teresa. And then hopefully it saves after the mission. Did we outie? Then maybe I can find that treasure chest or treasure that guy was talking about. Maybe I should take everything off my horse. Should I pick up all this stuff to sell it? She's just sitting out in the rain, just chilling.
I've brought you something.
Oh, Hal. Is this for me? This must have cost you a fortune, but I like it very much, thank you. You really mustn't bring me any more gifts like that, or you'll spoil me.
Okay.
Do you want something?
I'd like to ask a favor of you, Hal.
Of course. What is it?
I heard you're picking people to carry water. No one needs the job more than Antonia.
Adam never mentioned any Antonia.
I'm not surprised, but Antonia really needs that job.
And what's wrong with her husband?
He was cut down in the raid, and he's not getting any better. And Antonia has no money for treatment.
Do you think she'll be able to handle carrying those buckets? It's quite far, and up that hill.
She's no princess. She's tough enough.
All right. I'll bear it in mind.
Bear it in mind? What does that mean?
It means I'll think about it. The bailiff has the last word.
Well, if he's got something against giving the job to a woman, then try and get Vincent in at least. He might not have anyone on their deathbed, but his mother has no one else.
What the heck? Blackmail.
Don't you want to do something together again?
I can't now. Come back in the evening, will you?
Wow. Cooked, by the way. Please. I just want to save my game.
How about now? Fancy a walk to the town?
That sounds wonderful. Everyone says the Broken Wheel Tavern is the fun place to be in the evening. I want you to take me there.
Have you ever been to a tavern?
Me and my father used to stop at the tavern in the Glade when he was taking the flour into town, but he never wanted to take me inside. What do you think, Hal? Shall we go?
Well, I don't see why not. But you'll have to try some ale while you're there.
I will. I promise.
Let's be going then.
What? Okay, where is we going? Don't tell me we're going all the way over here.
Hey! Go to taverns a lot, do you?
Sometimes. If I want a proper meal, I have to. You wouldn't want to eat the stuff I cook.
That's true. I haven't forgotten that bet you made back in Skalitz that time.
Don't talk about those oat cakes. Fritz's belly heaves at the very mention, even now.
And that's where you go to woo wenches, is it?
Yeah, naturally. The taverns and baths are where the best ones gather.
You lout.
No need to take it the wrong way.
I'm not taking it any way at all.
It's all right. I'm only joking. I don't go picking up women in taverns. I prefer a different sort.
What sort might that be?
All mouth and green eyes.
You're such a...
Come on then.
Thank God it's good.
So, here we are. Should we order something?
Yes, definitely.
Service?
Ah, a pair of lovebirds. What would you like to order?
Is it all right?
It's excellent.
This ale is no better in the province.
You know what?
What? What are you doing? Oh, no.
Oh.
But really?
Yes. Oh, come on, be brave.
No, I've never...
Hand on my hip.
I don't even know how.
And off we go.
But really, I don't know how.
You're doing just fine.
All right. Oh,
All right.
it's fine. All right. Oh, very nice.
Not so bad. You've worn me out.
And you said you couldn't dance.
How about a dance with a real man?
How about you leave me alone and bother someone else?
Oh, come on. It's a crime to waste a body like that on a scrawny boy like him. You got tits like a cow in calf. Ah, that's it. I like a woman to fight before I fuck her. You'll pay for that, boy.
We fighting?
Quitting?
Oh yeah, we fight.
Gee.
Oh, he's almost. Got him.
My
Beat his
hero.
ass.
Does it hurt?
You should worry about the other fella. I'm fine. Ow!
Of course you are. That's why you wince every time I touch you. You saw him off, though. He wasn't feeling so playful after you'd finished with him.
That tickles.
Baby.
So, you'll probably be fine. But try to give your hands some rest. Don't go lifting anything too heavy.
Thank you. Can I take you home?
You never give up. Are you sure you don't need a bit more rest? I can find my own way home.
I'll manage those few extra steps.
Come on then, hero.
Hey. Chop game.
I'll give you this. Nights out with you might be painful, but they're never boring.
I do my best.
Where'd all the scratches go?
You should go in before Peshek starts fretting.
Hey, we in, boys? He's confused as
Oh.